What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. I am probably not going to be able to contain my energy today because so many things are going on in my life aside from my podcast right now that one thing you guys will know soon, but another thing, I'm literally picking up my car right after this podcast today, so I'm so excited. Long story short, I've been obsessed with this color, this certain blue color called Yas Marina Blue for years, okay? So before I even had a car, I was like, I want an F80 M3 Yas Marina Blue, okay? So this is like my car side coming out. For anyone that doesn't know, I love cars. My boyfriend's a car guy, whatever. So I've been obsessed with this car color, and since I got a Tesla, which my boyfriend really wanted me to get a Tesla too because it's way more safe and autopilot, and I couldn't drive at the time that I ordered my car, which is really odd, but now I have a Tesla. Long story short, I'm not able to get my certain Yas Marina Blue color because it's a BMW, like Rolls-Royce owned color, like whatever. So I can't get that exact vinyl, but I got something really close. And right after this interview, I'm able to pick up my car and see it for the first time. And I'm probably going to cry because this has literally been a thing that I've wanted for like 5 years. So I just feel like my life is coming together. But at the same time, thanks, Steve, he's clapping in the back. At the same time, I'm super stressed because I'm about to announce something like totally crazy that I've never done before. And that'll probably be in like my next podcast that I will be announcing that. But aside from that, you guys, I'm so excited to sit down today with LaurDIY. Lauren, she is a YouTuber, a dog lover, and a podcaster. Say hello, girl.
Hey, what's up? I feel like I haven't seen you in so long.
I know. It's been a really long time. And for everyone that is watching that is like, wait, you guys know each other? We're going to get into that right now. Let's talk about how we met and our first experience together, if you remember it.
Okay, so I can't remember what city we met in. So we did like a mud campaign.
Yeah.
Like, 5 years ago?
We were the face of Mud Jeans.
With Nash Greer, like literally the most random group of people.
I know, like, it was like, I don't even know what I was at that point. I think I was like just a dancer and like had some followers. I don't know what I was. Like, I was like the random one, and then there was like professional YouTuber, and then there was like man icon. Like,
yeah, Nash was just like literally so crazy, like man crush of every girl ever.
Yes.
I can't remember. Did we meet in Nashville?
I think that was where the campaign started.
Yeah.
Or it ended there. I don't know.
Right, we did an LA shoot, I remember.
Yes, so there was LA, New York.
Did we do a New York one?
Do you remember the pizza in Brooklyn?
Oh my God, yes.
Bowling?
Yes. Was that in New York?
I think it was.
Oh my God, my mind is like so blurry as to like all these memories, the timeline.
It's so crazy when you do like because that was like a brand trip on crack. Like it was, because it was like a campaign at the same time, and it was traveling with like, other influencers or whatever, plus like doing random things around the city where, you would do on like a brand trip.
But you're just on camera.
You're on camera the whole time. So we were constantly like photographed, constantly like taking videos. It was like 3 days of strict work in New York. And I remember, did you do the one thing where it was like 17 and mud?
Yes.
And it was in a
Yes. Oh my God, I literally almost missed my flight because that shoot ran so long.
Oh my gosh. Did you have to do the same thing where you took a picture and then you had to change and go right back in the same position and take another picture?
Yes, it was like a stop motion thing, right?
It took long.
Like I said, I literally almost missed my flight because of that shoot.
Oh my gosh. So, like, long story short, we're doing this Mud Jeans campaign. We're with Nash Greer. We go to LA. We go to a random lake house. I get stung by a bee there.
Oh my God, you got stung by a bee?
Do you remember? And I had to have Venice.
Oh my God, yes. I remember too, Lauren Orlando. Remember she was doing like the younger version of things? You know what? That like shoot stays so like crazy in my mind because I learned that for ice cream cones on set they used mashed potatoes to make it so it's an ice cream scoop that never melts, and that still blows my mind.
That is so gross.
But like so smart though, right? Because it looks like a scoop of ice cream, but just nasty.
I saw that TikTok like ruins some things for me and makes some things so amazing. I seen this one. I say seen because my friend says seen, and then I always say I seen.
Yeah.
So I seen this TikTok my other friend from Michigan. Everyone in Michigan says seen.
My mom roasts my dad every single time he says I seen.
Yeah, it's just something that is in my blood.
Okay. It's okay. We accept it.
I can't have a podcast. I don't know why they gave me a podcast. I can't grammar. Okay, thank you. So, I seen this TikTok where this guy like shows how they make food in commercials, and it is so gross.
Oh, with like putting
cheese,
like,
and then they'll like, but it's not cheese.
Yes, and like to get like the right glimmer. Yeah.
Like, I saw like I don't remember that. If I had a hold of mashed potato ice cream, I don't think I'd ever have ice cream again.
Oh well, I just like they were like, hey, give it like a fake lick, and I was like, I'm not getting paid enough to give the cold mashed potatoes that everyone has been touching a lick.
No. That is another thing that you guys should keep in mind. Most of the times when you're doing like a brand deal and say it's a drink campaign, a lot of agencies like will make sure that you can't drink, like don't actually drink it or eat it, what you're promoting in the thing because of so many issues.
Oh my God, I did.
Have you ever had that?
No, I was the opposite. So I was a Fanta girl for like 2 years.
Yes,
and
this was right after Mud.
This was right after Mud, and I drank so much Fanta. And
oh my
like,
gosh,
that's a drink that is like good to enjoy with like one drink, like one bottle of Fanta. Mm-hmm. But we shot all day, and they really want us to be like actually drinking it, which is just like so much sugar. Like your teeth were like orange and just felt like
my agency doesn't let me like eat or drink anything. I don't know what it is.
I wish I had that in my contract for that deal.
Yeah, like I did a Bang Energy deal, and I remember that they needed me to drink 3 times.
Okay.
And we fought for like I think like 8 months on that part. I don't know what it is.
Really? That tiny part of the contract?
Yeah, like I don't know what it is, but like my lawyers, my agents, everyone was like, this is liability, and like you can't promote actually eating or drinking something, but you can promote the product in your hand, but you can't show yourself consuming the product. I don't know what the main
it's like
thing
all
is.
like the lawyer jargon stuff is just like so crazy.
Yeah, and it's just like, why can't I just drink it? Like, why would I be promoting this and not drinking it? It's just like, but I ended up obviously drinking it because they fought me on it. Same thing with your Fanta thing.
Yeah.
So how was that working with Fanta other than... Okay, basically your long-term brand deals, Mud and Fanta. What's like one thing that you love about those other than the shmoney?
The shmoney!
And like what's one thing that you were just like, okay, working long-term with someone with exclusivity and all this stuff in mind, what is the difference of, good and bad of long-term partnerships with people?
I mean, like, I think not to like make it too much about the shmoney, but like it is nice to know that you have a consistent salary for like a year, because with YouTube and AdSense and brand deals, like things can fluctuate so
all over
much.
The place.
Yeah, so it is really nice to know that you have like the payment security to be like, okay, cool, my mortgage is good for the next year for sure, even if I were to stop making videos
because of this one thing.
Because of this one thing, exactly. So that's like probably one of the biggest perks. And then the exclusivity is pretty crazy. So like for example, with the Fanta was 2 years. I couldn't talk about Starbucks. I couldn't talk about a McFlurry.
I couldn't either with Bang.
I know. Like the exclusivity, and like I can say this now because it's been so many years like that it's been done for, but like it's pretty crazy. Like so you couldn't post like, and I mean 4 years ago that was like the aesthetic thing to do, like post your Starbucks, your pink drink, and that was just like not an option to even like post a boomerang or whatever about it.
Bang got on me in a YouTube video of like a random thing. I had a water bottle, like Aquafina or something, in the back, and I had to delete it.
The whole video?
Yeah, and like another, like all of my friends and family knew that, like I literally couldn't be seen with anything. Yeah. Even if someone else posted it, if anything, it was that I was promoting it because it was near me.
If it was near me, I'd run. Just run. If drinks are in the shot.
I have like PTSD still. I'm like, someone will take a picture of me and be like,
yeah, you're checking all the drinks. Literally same. Yes.
Throwing away. Like my brother, I remember one time specifically, I was in Michigan and there was a fountain drink cup. So it said Coca-Cola on it.
Okay.
I wasn't drinking Coca-Cola, but the cup said
the
Coca-Cola.
branding.
So, oh my gosh, my brother one time, I posted a Snapchat in the mirror and it seen it, like, seen it?
I seen it, girl.
It was seen right here.
Yeah.
And my brother runs down the stairs and he's like, Jordyn, you have to delete that. Like, and then I was like, wait, what do you mean? He was like, I saw your Coca-Cola cup in that thing. And so like my whole family like knew about this whole exclusivity thing, and we had every time I was on a music video set and doing behind the scenes videos and I'd drink water, everyone would take the labels off for me.
Yeah. Oh my God, I know.
Stressful.
I mean, that's so nice that your team and family like got behind it to like watch your back, because that's not no joke.
It's no joke. They will cut you
come
off
for you
so hard. And I remember one of the things in the Bang thing was if I did something like wrong, they were able to just like cut it off
at any time.
And I think that you would have to like pay everything back too.
Right. Like if you completed like 60% of the deal, you have to pay back the other 40%.
Yeah. So then, aside from that, what is the best thing about having long-term partnerships? I mean, the worst, right? Because we said that.
Honestly, the exclusivity, girl. I think we are just nailed that down. Is that's the hardest part. You just be so aware and conscious of it.
Yep. And then just the shmoney is good for your
shmoney
for your house payments. So I do want to talk about your podcast. Okay. It's Wild Till 9.
Wild
right?
Till 9. Yeah.
Wild Till 9.
Yeah.
I love your artwork for it.
Oh, thank you.
Your, like, everything that you post about it is just so aesthetically pleasing.
Thank you.
And I really need to hire whoever you are working with. It's probably you. But I'm like, I need to get that person in my life because everything that you do is always so aesthetically pleasing. So I want to talk about your podcast, when you start it, and what is the main bang with it? Main bang.
The main bang, love it. We started in August of 2020, and we've been doing weekly ever since. So like, I don't know, a half a year now. But it's essentially like it's my boyfriend and I, and we talk everything from like sex to dating to past experience with drugs and alcohol. It's like a big pivot from, I think, what people used to think my brand was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, like trying to grow up online is very difficult. So starting a new platform, I think, to really just be myself was so refreshing and like freeing to be like, okay, I'm 27, like sex is a thing in my life, and we're just like, it's very like sex positive, body positivity. We talk about mental health. It kind of covers just like everything that is very real in a 20-something-year-old's life.
Yeah, and I know you said that it's you and your boyfriend, and everyone on the internet knows about your whole public
my breakup
last relationship. So what was it like to make a decision to then have like another public relationship, and then not even just like public and like he does his own thing, but like working again with a boyfriend?
Yeah, I know, because it can be like sketchy territory. So I think like going back to the breakup, because he was a daily vlogger, it accidentally became like this like fake narrative, and we weren't doing it subconsciously when it was happening. We weren't like, oh, let's like make everyone think that our relationship's so perfect. Like it just kind of happens because you're just vlogging the best moments.
On the camera, and you're
not gonna fight on camera. You know what I mean? So people have this like unrealistic perception of what a relationship looks like, and it just can be so toxic and so unhealthy. And so when we broke up, people were like, wait, but everything looks so perfect. What do you mean? And it was just because we had accidentally created this narrative that like our relationship was perfect. And so I think the difference now, kind of going into business with Jeremy for the podcast, is that we're not creating any kind of false narrative. So like if we were to break up tomorrow, the advice that we've given, the conversations we've had are all very real and just about past experiences. So like there's nothing that, like if we broke up tomorrow, I wouldn't regret the conversations that we have just because they've had such a positive impact on our audience.
And I'd say like at the same time, podcast is like way more of like a real life conversation type, when like vlogging and like
cutting together your day into 12 minutes, it's just not real.
And like it's so much easier to be so real during a podcast and like not set standards of how your relationship is.
Totally.
When like it would be a YouTube like couples channel or whatever, and that is literally like, okay, we're perfect and we post YouTube videos, and then it's just different to have a podcast. So like I totally understand where like instead of starting like a YouTube thing, which you guys might have anyways.
No,
but like
literally never. I will never have a couple's YouTube channel about vlogging. There is such a difference, because I came out of that being like, absolutely not. I will never do this again. This is not healthy for like me, for the significant other, for the audience, for the relationship. It's just, and I know some people, can make it work and that's good for them, but just for me, it ain't it.
And then that's your business and brand, and then he has his own, and then you guys have your thing that you do together.
Totally.
That's just, instead of everything
mushing together into a mess. he also like he works in tech, so like he has a regular 9 to 5, and this is like a side fun hobby.
Wild till 9.
Wild till 9, baby.
So 9 to 5 and then wild till 9.
So we've got like a nice 4 hours to do whatever until 9 o'clock.
and then it's over. Then it's over because they're only wild till 9. So aside from the podcast, what else has been your pandemic journeys or things that you can't talk about yet or whatever, like things that you've been working on while being at home?
In the middle of the pandemic, we shot a second season for my HBO Max show.
Wow.
I know. So it was like the COVID precautions when you're on set with 120 people was insane. Oh my God.
Testing?
Yes.
Every other day?
Yes.
Can't see anybody.
Nope. You were like mask, shield, 6 feet apart. The food, because I mean, like, you know, on set, like how food is usually just like buffet style when you break it was like weird prepackaged. Yeah, so no one could touch it. And like, obviously, that is like the ideal situation for COVID so that we could still shoot the second season.
And like, you were probably way safer than any other normal person in the whole world.
I know, and it sucks because like sometimes people, you know, criticize the production companies for still doing it, but like the COVID precautions are so
it's allowed,
real.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So HBO, so that probably took up a lot of time.
We shot, I think it was like 2 weeks of hardcore shooting. We were shooting like 15 to 18 hours a day.
So when does it come out?
Fall.
Okay.
Fall. Yeah, it's happening.
She is working, y'all.
I know. But, like, so aside from that, like, I mean, it was so crazy to go from, like, being at home 24/7 to being, like, thrown into the complete opposite of, like, hardcore working with hella people, like, shooting so many hours a day. It was, like, a very weird contrast because, like, COVID stuff is, like, you're doing literally nothing.
Yeah, like, when people walk next to me in the grocery store, I literally freak out.
Get a little panicky, right?
I literally get panicky. Yeah. It has got to be so bad for people who, like, already had social anxiety.
Girl, don't even get me started. Oh, my God.
Like, because I think I'm developing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have it before, but now it's just, like, I remember I went bowling this one night, and everybody was, like, you know, drinking and eating, so, like, no one had their mask on when you're at your, like, separate
your little
thing.
section, yeah.
But then, obviously, if you get up and walk and you have your mask on. And it's just, like, I was freaking out because I had not had that yet. It was in Michigan.
I see.
And, like, I had not gone bowling. I had not just been with, like, everyone was just, like, with all their friends and, like, masks off. And, like, I was with me and my mom. It was just us because we were waiting for my dog at the groomer. So we were like, what should we do for an hour? We should go bowling. So we have, like, our masks on. We're, like, sanitizing the bowls, like, the balls.
The balls,
bowling balls. And then we were just like, okay, like, good to know that, like, this is just crazy here. And no one's wearing masks. But again, it's allowed because they're eating and drinking.
Right. I know.
People are just, like, having their, like, water in their hands so that they don't have to wear a mask. I'm like, okay.
You're like, put your mask on.
Yeah.
Put your mask on. Yeah. It's a crazy world out there right
now.
So,
yeah, now I'm just, like tense.
I know. I'm someone who, like, struggles with anxiety, like, pre-COVID. And then just, like, post-COVID, like, as the world starts to open back up a little bit, it just, like, doubles, triples, quadruples. Like, it's crazy.
I feel like the only good thing about that is that it is slow. And it's not just like okay, it's over. Everyone go out. No more masks. Like, all of a sudden.
Gradual.
So I feel like that is, like, the only good thing is that it will be gradual. And it is gradual. But at the same time, it's just, like, when someone hugs you now or, like, shakes your hand, like, you think you can do it.
I haven't shook a hand. I haven't shook the hand in like a year and a half. It's been not a year and a half, but I guess since, like, February of last year, like, I literally haven't, like, touched hands with someone in so long. Like, what a foreign feeling now.
Yeah, like, that is just so sad. I really haven't talked about COVID much on my podcast. So, anything else that you've been working on that you want to share or talk about?
I mean, YouTube is just, like, an ever-flowing thing.
Yeah.
I've got 2 channels, like a vlog channel and the main channel.
I know you recently took a break from your main.
Yeah.
Like, but you started it back up, right?
Yeah, I think I took, like, a 2.5-month break, which I remember that. Never done before. I think, like, in the span of 7 to 8 years, I don't think I ever missed a week, maybe like 1 or 2. But, like, I just, like, had this fear that, like, if you took a break or took time off, you would lose everything that you've worked for. And so it was just, like, so nerve-wracking, which is absolutely not healthy. Like, that is how you burn out. That is absolutely how you burn out.
You've literally been posting since you were how young?
Since I was 19.
So it's just, like,
that's a long ass time. Like, you need to take a breath in between.
And you've been in the public eye.
Yeah.
Like, meetups, like, all of it, all the time.
Yeah.
YouTube, Instagram, like in your face at all times.
Yeah. And so like it's been a long journey, and I think the hardest part of it is being able to grow up on the internet. So even at 19, like things were just, I would say from like 19 to 25, I kind of backed myself into this like very family-friendly corner, and so breaking. I was
literally just gonna talk about this.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a whole thing. So like kind of breaking free of that has been a process because like a lot of the audience there's like two sides. There's the group that is mad and they want me to keep making kids content, and that just like sucks my soul, and I can't do it anymore. Like I did that for so many years. And
27.
I'm 27. I'm 27. 27. Literally.
27.
And then there's the other side of
You're like, I'm gonna be 72.
I know. I'm gonna be 72 and you still want me to make this damn kids content. And then there's the other side of people who
are growing up with you.
Who are growing up with me. And there's a lot of fans too who were like, I stopped watching your content because like obviously it's making fucking stupid kids content. And then they're like, oh, I refound you from either like your podcast or your vlog channel where things are just more real. Yeah. So even though the audience might be smaller than it was when I was like making kids like content. DIY back to school hacks like for backpacks and notebooks, like I'm just so much happier now, even if the audience is a little smaller, because I get to be like very real and authentic.
You have your group, like
totally,
your ride or dies. So literally from an outsider looking in, like I'm technically like a fake YouTuber, like I just don't post.
That's not true.
But like I've literally like I grew up like watching all of you, like Adeline, like you, Bethany Moda,
right, the OGs,
everybody, Alicia, and it's just like I watched you guys. It was like you all had a meeting. It was like every beauty guru got together and they were like, all right, we are going PG-13, basically almost rated R in 3, 2, 1.
Go.
And everyone was just like, all right. I see like Nikki's posting like Savage X, Fenty, and then like everyone's doing Truth or Drinks, exposing every brand. I'm just like, I am living for this. I am on board. It's just like, did you guys have a meeting? What is this?
That's so funny. I've like never, I guess, had this conversation with anyone who's like seen from the outside perspective.
Oh my gosh, it is like
I've had so many conversations. We didn't have like any kind of like culty meeting or anything to be like, we the OGs we're going rated R now. Like we never had a meeting like that. But I definitely had so many conversations. I think Alicia and I really, really bonded over the fact that like all of our old content was cringy as hell. So both of us privated like over 500 videos just so like people who find that content don't have like an inaccurate perception of like the content we're making now. So I would say Alicia and I definitely had like somewhat of a meeting to be like, yo, this, like we're done with this, like let's just be real now. And then I think as we started to do it and others started to like open up, I think that also encouraged other YouTubers to be like, oh, I can do what I want now and it's not gonna have like crazy repercussions.
I feel like if it was just one or two of you guys just doing it, like I feel like it would have had a lot more of like hate and like everyone being like, oh my god, I miss the old them. And,
I miss the old you.
Yeah, like
we still get that. Like don't get me wrong, it's not gone.
But it's just like since everyone just did it, it felt like at once or like within 3 to 4 months. Okay, I'm gonna say within 1 or 2 months. Like It is crazy. Like all these Truth or Drink, I've spent hours watching Truth or Drink videos from people that I've never seen drink, swear, sex,
all of it.
And now you have like a sex podcast. So
now you have a sex podcast. I know.
So free.
So honestly, it feels so good. Like it was so. I think I probably spent the last 2 years of making like kid-friendly-ish content that was like more PG. Like there was a solid 2 years where I was just like so like worn out and just like soul-sucking content until I finally made the decision to be like, this is gonna kill me. Like I'm not gonna want to do this anymore if I continue down this path. And here we are now with the sex podcast.
Here we are. Well, I'm gonna do this great segment.
Okay.
I feel like it's good with how every beauty guru is going right now. Everyone's just being savage, and so I thought, why not just do a most likely to YouTube edition or beauty guru edition?
Okay.
So, again, TikTok. So we're gonna just do some easy questions, and there's like only like 5 or 6 of them.
Okay.
So it'll be fun.
Oh my god, am I gonna roast anyone right now? Like, am I gonna like?
you don't have to answer. But 'Kay. So most likely to like quit and go back to college.
Most likely to quit and go back to college. I mean, so many of my friends are like late 20s now, so I feel like no one's trying to go back to school. I could no, actually no. I mean, like I have a college degree, and so like a lot of my friends were just like they had to make a decision while they were like first year or second year to be like, do I want to pursue YouTube or finish college? And gonna be honest, I can't think of anyone that's gonna want to give up their YouTube career and like everything they've built to go get. True. Not to say that like you shouldn't go to school, stay in school, but like
or start a YouTube channel.
I mean, you could.
You should. Not saying you should, but
you could. Honestly, yeah, I don't have an answer that I feel confident for this one in.
Okay. Most likely to hook up with their ex.
Oh my God. Ooh, a lot of my close friends had some pretty messy breakups, and I can't see anyone going back. I wish I had to like choose. I wish you had like a list of people for me to choose from. Oh my God.
The whole YouTube.
I know, I'm like the whole YouTube universe. I'm like, who the fuck am I gonna choose? There's just so many YouTubers.
Maybe if someone that actually did, and now they've just moved on, and it was in the past or something.
Me?
Okay.
I feel like when you break up with someone, you have to like sleep with a random and sleep with your ex one more time after you break up.
I've done that.
Yeah, you have to get it out of your system. You know,
it's the closure. Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, but it does. It's like you need to do it one more time with your ex and just realize, this is not what I want.
No. Yeah. Okay. Most likely to get married.
Oh, I think Miss Remy Ashton. Not to say that she'll get married the soonest, but like this bitch will have the bougiest wedding that you have ever seen. Like for her 23rd birthday or 24, like a random number, not like a 21 or a 19.
16.
Yeah, like just a very, she like rented out a yacht for like 70 people. Like this bitch is bougie. So like I'm already looking forward to her wedding because I know it's going to be insane.
Love it. Most likely to get turned.
Oh, to get turned?
I don't use any other terms, so
just
turn is my turn.
Yeah. I think Alicia is randomly someone who gets turned, and she's like opened up more about it. So I'm not like exposing her or anything, but yeah, Alicia and Remy, they have like drunk like alternative personalities called Romy and Loesch, and they're just different people when they're drunk, and it's fun. Turn for sure.
Okay, most likely to launch a beauty brand next.
Oh.
I know. I'm so proud of myself for that question. Hello?
Low-key, I could see Tana doing a beauty thing.
Right?
Like, because she's got some amazing makeup artists. Alexis Oakley does her makeup all the time, and she looks like it's so good.
I love it.
But, like, she's got such good makeup that I could see her being down to get behind something that she knows is good.
Yeah. And everyone would buy it.
Yeah, and everyone would buy it.
All right, most likely to get canceled.
I mean, is it too touchy to say who's getting canceled right now?
Oh, yeah.
There's like the internet is like.
See, I literally go to TikTok room for my tea. That is literally where
TikTok room.
And so that's where I find out everything.
Yeah.
And I am all over the place with it. And yeah. So you guys probably know who we're talking about.
I go to Trisha Paytas and Ethan Klein, H3. Like their podcast Frenemies has been a front runner in the coverage of this situation.
Okay, yeah. I also like Keemstar, Drama Alert. Like I'm always like
I like Philip DeFranco. He's like a really nice like. I mean, obviously he's got like his own biases and like adds his personal opinion, but I feel like Philip DeFranco does a great job of like reporting facts.
Yeah.
And
yeah, this situation is something that my manager he was like, I never expected this.
Yeah. Oh my God, I know. It's like, it's pretty crazy.
But at the same time, like when you have that many people, like it's almost like everything backfires on you too. Even if it wasn't you or it is you or you didn't say it or you said it. It's just like when you have that community of people, it's just like, oh, wow, he's associated with this person. So like.
Yeah, no, it adds you on the list as like a bystander and someone who like witnessed something happen. That's not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So most likely to get in a fight with paparazzi.
Oh. Did I just see a video of Taylor Holder getting in a fight with paparazzi?
Taylor and Bryce always are.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, yeah. Taylor and Bryce. I feel like the TikTokers right now are the ones getting the most paparazzi. And I see some like savage stuff.
And they're like about to do this huge boxing fight. And,
oh my God. I am literally I'm like all here for the boxing. I box is just like for fun for a workout.
Really?
Yeah. And it's so fascinating to me. I think it's, but like also kind of like marketing genius to like put YouTubers versus TikTokers together to like bring all the audiences together.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Wait, let's like look at the, let's look at the thing and go
through it. Do you
have
the thing up?
Hang on, I just sent it to someone.
We're gonna put our bets in right now on this podcast. And some of them are my friends, which
that's messy.
I am going off of like muscles.
Okay, ready? I don't know half these people. Okay, so Tanner Fox versus Nick Austin.
So I'll just have to say Tanner because I have no idea what Nick Austin's been doing, but I know that Tanner, like, same thing, like he always has his like thingy that he's always
like doing like the crazy extreme sports and stuff too. So I feel like
he's very competitive. So I'm gonna say Tanner.
Me too. I'm gonna go Tanner. FaZe Jarvis, who I don't know who that is, versus Michael Lee, who is just Mako on TikTok. He's got the little brother. Him and Jonathan do the really cute dances.
Wait, like the little brother.
Little brother. They always like have really cute trendy outfits. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep. I'm gonna say him because I don't think FaZe Jarvis like.
If FaZe Jarvis is he this one?
He's the one that got banned from Fortnite.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know what's going on in gaming. The gaming world I know nothing about.
Like 2 years ago. See, I'm gonna say Jarvis just again because of the competitive aspect. Like you're very good at video games and like love winning. I just think that whoever is competitive, like I vote for.
Yeah. He also looks ripped in this. If this is actually
does?
you see him? He's like this one.
Oh.
He looks pretty jacked.
See, I've only seen him like sitting down playing video games.
And you know what? I like not to say that like muscles equals winning. But yeah, I don't know.
But it does.
But like maybe sometimes it does have like a little Okay, and then DDG versus Nate Wyatt. I only know Nate Wyatt.
Yeah, I'll just
TikTok.
say Nate Wyatt because I know who that is.
Okay, we'll go Nate Wyatt. Okay.
We don't know.
And then there's a You Pick versus Taylor Holder.
And I think someone said that's Danny Duncan.
Oh,
or is Danny Duncan on the list?
Oh, Danny Duncan's next.
Oh, okay, never mind. So, wait.
So it's some random versus Taylor Holder.
Okay, I'll go Taylor Holder because there's some random, so.
I feel like, was it on your podcast that someone said Taylor Holder's? I think it was Kellyanne who said Taylor was the most likely to fight.
Oh, yeah.
Is he scrappy?
He's been like training boxing for like years and years and years.
Oh, then he's going to win for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God, didn't know that. It's the people who like low key have been like kind of doing that their entire life that are gonna like surprise people. Danny Duncan versus another You Pick.
Okay, yeah, Danny Duncan. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
I mean, I might as well. I'm gonna just go with the You Pick.
Yeah, the You Pick. You don't know. Next is Deji versus Vinny Hacker. So I watched Deji's fight, and he was surprising. I think he was like surprisingly exceeded expectations for a lot of people.
Okay, I don't go him.
I don't know anything about. That's like
I don't know anything about Danny
on TikTok.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
Vinny.
I think he had something to do with Emma Chamberlain at one point, or Addison. It was one of those two girls that
I don't know.
That's how I know him because of TikTok Room, and he had something to do. He had something to do with one of these two girls.
I see him on my For You page sometimes, but I don't know the tea on like who he's associated with.
I could be so
off. Okay, and then this is the main card is Austin McBroom versus Bryce Hall.
Did you see the video of Bryce, like going like
sparring?
No, it was on like
I saw the video of him
Hollywood
like,
Fix.
Okay.
And he got caught. Like paparazzi took a video of him when he was going into this place, and he was literally like this.
Oh no. Oh no.
And then like Austin posted, it was like, "Oh little boy, like you got something coming." See, like they're both the most competitive people. That I think I know.
Yeah. I've seen Austin play basketball, and he's like random. He's like so. I think he played college ball, like kind of professionally, right? But
and Bryce is like really
also like the age difference between them. Is a lot.
Bryce, I feel like will work out and like get like the biggest muscles, but I feel like Austin will actually like train in boxing.
Yeah,
like,
maybe.
Bryce will be like.
I just feel like Bryce is so competitive though that he's not gonna not train in boxing because like no one wants to lose this fight.
I feel like Austin with all those babies and like his wife, like he'll just be like, okay, I need to win this because if not, like I'm not a man for like my family.
Oh my God.
Like, I feel like that's the mentality.
Oh my God. Yeah, I have no idea. I feel like they're both pretty scrappy and they're not going to want to lose. I know Bryce works out with my friend Bradley Martin, who's like the huge muscle man.
Yep.
But yeah, I
think so does Taylor nowadays. Well, now let's just get into some fan questions.
Okay.
This is the easier going part. You got some questions from your fans.
Okay.
And if you guys want to be a part of the next Q&A, make sure to follow me on Instagram.
Plug. Love the plug.
And what's it called? Then you'll be able to ask the questions. Plug. Okay, are you friends with your exes, and what's your opinion on that?
I am not friends with my exes.
Okay.
For the most part. My like high school boyfriend still has me blocked on everything. He actually blocked me before I even got home. Like in the car.
Nice.
Yeah, after we broke up.
Love that.
Yeah, my my next ex and I were actually pretty friendly.
Okay.
And then the ex after that, we are not friendly. We went back and forth between being friendly, but then some shit went down, and then now we're not friendly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's possible. I think I've seen a few couples break up and be able to like rekindle their friendship, especially after some time has passed.
Yeah.
But I do think like out of respect for your current significant other, it's just like you can have you should just like, you have so many other friends, so it's like why need to choose your ex to be someone like in your close circle?
Yeah. So my my scenario on this and my answer is my first ex and I was like you either like know that you're gonna date someone or you like you don't, you know what I'm saying? So like we were friends for probably like 9 months to a year, and it was actually my best friend Lily's brother. So we were friends like the whole time, and then like just decided to date, and we dated for like 6 months, and we've been friends ever since because I'm best friends with like the whole family friends, everything. So like we're close, but at the same time like his girlfriend has a problem with me, so
that gets
I have to respect that, obviously. And
I mean, it's tough because even though you don't feel any kind of way about it, someone can still be insecure.
And like another thing is like how Jordyn looks at it for like that perspective of like I'm basically like really close friends with the whole family is like we were so young, like all we did was kiss. Like I get it if like you had like a more romantic relationship, like a more long-term relationship with someone, like that to me seems like okay, like you know, if you guys were like that intimate and close and like
it's hard to like forget that history. You know what I mean? It's hard to like erase it because you can erase it. Yeah. And so it's difficult. Yeah, but I think especially when you're young too, like when you grow up, things just become so different and you mature so much. And I feel like that's different. Yeah.
So like technically like not on speaking terms with him, but like at the same time am because of the whole family.
Right.
So then second is me and my boyfriend are basically best friends with this ex.
Really?
Yeah,
I
like,
love that though. That's great.
So his name is Sean, and he's like in like the whole industry, like music and whatever. He was on my podcast. It was really funny. You brought him on the podcast? Yeah, I went off on him. I'm like, so did you cheat on me? Like,
oh my God. With Jordyn here as well, or just you?
He wasn't here.
Oh my God.
He wasn't here.
That's insane.
Jordyn might have dropped us off. I don't even know. But yeah, so we're close with him, and then like my most recent ex, same thing. Like, I don't even know if they're exes or they're girlfriends, whatever. Right. If they're dating, whatever. But like we just like he says like, oh, happy birthday or whatever, and like
totally, we'll say, it's like it's friend. Yeah,
we're friendly. Like if I see him, like you're
not gonna ignore him or anything.
Yeah, like especially because like he does the same thing I do, and like we would see each other at events. It's just like okay, like I'm not gonna hate someone or have bad blood with someone or whatever if like there's no need to, because I hate that. So it's just like I'm so friendly to whoever. If anyone texts me, I'm there for them. Like especially like exes for me is just like those people were like in my life for so long, and they like were the only people that even cared about me at one point. So it's just like I will, if you need me to do anything for you and I have the capability of doing it, like I'm gonna help anyone out. So like that's like the kind of like relationship that my ex and I have is just
that's
like
good. That's mature.
Yeah, it's totally mature, but then at the same time it's just like we're not really again like allowed to be friends. So
right out of respect for because of like their significant other.
Yeah, like Jordyn has no problem with anybody because I would never even like touch a guy. So there's totally trust between us two, but it's also I have to worry about
the other
and respect
person,
the other person's significant other.
Yeah, honestly, it's just like it wastes so much energy to like go out of your way to hate someone and avoid them. So like even though my ex and I, like my most recent ex and I, like aren't friends, like we wouldn't do anything to like harm the other person's like career or relationship or like if we're at an event, you'd be like, hey, like what's up? But like that's I don't need to expend energy to like ruin that person's life.
Yeah, no, I put no energy into these people.
Your energy is too valuable.
Yeah, no, okay. What is something that you wish you knew when you started doing YouTube in the beginning?
Ooh, oh my God. I mean, I've been on YouTube for like 9 years now, 9 years now. I think, again, just like don't let the pressure of like the expectations that people hold you back from making the content that you want to make.
Yep.
I was just so scared because like the videos that I were making that were so family friendly, they did so well.
Yeah.
And so it's like a weird perception and like mindset to be in when like you're being rewarded with money and fans and views when you're making content that you hate.
Yeah.
And you can just get so stuck in that rut. So I think it's just like understanding that you just need to prioritize like your mental health, the enjoyment of the content you're making, and just like moving forward with that.
Like my boyfriend's kind of in that situation right now because he did all these like food videos and like he was like the first one to do the going through a drive-through 100 times.
Oh my God,
and then,
really?
Like, started that trend.
Yeah.
And then he started like the deepest secrets trend.
Okay.
So like he was doing all of these like, you know, creative and like drive-through videos, food videos, and then he just stopped liking it.
Yeah.
And then even I'm telling him, I'm like, babe, like if like how I like work is like I'm almost programmed to the same thing of like what you have gotten out of is like, well, I do what my fans like or what gets the views, what gets the likes,
Right.
what gets the money, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So like I'm in that still. But at the same time it's like I'm chill. Like I'm not trying to do anything else.
If you're like enjoying it, then that's so healthy and like totally fine. Because it's just finding the balance between like what you're passionate about and like what your fans like and what's like keeping you excited to like make content every day.
Oh yeah, exactly. And then I'm telling him, I'm like, babe, like, you know, because if he's down about views or whatever, I'm like, babe, you were literally so poppin', like doing this, this, and this. And then just because like he didn't like it, he's like, no, I'm not doing that. And I'm like, go you.
Yeah,
like,
go you. Make that decision. Yeah.
Yeah. So
100%.
He's past that, and then I'm in it, but I have no complaints. Okay, next question. How is Moose doing?
Moose is good. Moose is thriving. I mean, my boyfriend and I we both worked from home even before like the pandemic. So Moose has it really good with having like both parents home at all times. Like he's such a spoiled dog. Moose is thriving.
I used to think that he was like totally not cute, and now I've completely I'm like, now I've completely been like, oh my God, he's
low
so
key.
cute.
You used to think your dog is ugly.
Yeah, literally, because like everyone thinks that my dog is ugly. Okay,
what kind of dog do you have again?
A Frenchie.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I like Frenchies, but I can see.
Used to think, I'm like, no, like those are, you can't even, it's not fluffy. Like, so same thing with like your dog. Like, I thought that like not fluffy dogs were just not cute. Like,
really?
Yeah, like there's nothing to like pet and like I have like a golden doodle. Like I got heaven, okay?
Right, where you got fur,
fluff, like, but at the same time, it's just like, now that I like Rari and I think that he's like the cutest thing ever, like still I don't think Frenchies are that cute, but like Rari's cute.
But you love your Frenchie.
I love my Frenchie. So like now I'm like, I've opened my eyes to other types of dogs.
Become more accepting.
Yes, I've been so much more accepting to other dogs and fluffiness. So now I'm just like, okay, I see videos of your dog and like vlogs when you come home, and I'm just like, oh, he is really cute.
He is so cute, and he's like
his personality's on.
His personality, he's like the weirdest, most lovable dog in the entire world. But no, I get it. So like your measurement of cute, I feel like is associated with fluffy.
Yes.
I'm more of just like I like silky hippo dogs. Like. You're like, you hate that?
Okay,
like I love like
take it back.
Pit bulls and like staffies. Like I love just like the silky. I also like don't love a ton of shedding. So like I love a golden retriever, but like I would never get one because you're just like constantly like doing the brushing and the vacuuming.
I'm gonna give you some advice.
Okay.
I would say maybe change the way that you
I can't wait
introduce your dog.
Huh.
Silky, what'd you say?
Oh no, I said I love silky hippos.
Yeah. So maybe just like
you're like maybe just don't do that.
maybe just like use something else.
I just like the thick boys. Like I like the thick dogs.
Thick boys.
I like the thick boys.
So that's my advice to you on this podcast is don't.
You know what? I have no regrets. I'm gonna come in hot with I like the silky thick boys.
That's better than a hippo. Okay. What is your least favorite thing about being famous?
Ooh, I mean, I think I've come a long way in terms of just like accepting what comes with the role of like being in the public eye. But I think, I mean, the number one thing is just like, especially like in the old relationship, was just like.
I love how she didn't say, you know, I've gotten used to being famous.
No, but it's like being in the public eye. You know what I mean? Like that's because being famous is, well, I mean, I guess there's crossover there. But like the biggest part, especially in the old relationship, was just like how prying people can be about your private life. So like having people show up at your house is just like on another level of like not okay.
Yeah, that to me is again like the same thing. Like I
It's not okay. No, it's just like a total invasion of privacy because like your home is like your safe space. And so someone thinking just because they know so much about you on the vlog that they can just show up and like be like, hey, like invite me inside. It just crosses the line of just like security and privacy. But other than that, I would just say it's like the prying of wanting to know more about your private life that you're not willing to put on the internet.
Yeah, totally agree with that. Like whenever I have anybody come over, I'm like, don't show the front yard.
Yeah,
don't show the
front
house,
door. Yes,
don't
yes,
show
yes.
the front door. Don't show even the ground because, like, oh my God, I used to be such a fangirl that I literally have found people's houses and addresses from what they show. Like, if there's a certain Starbucks, I'm like, okay, this Starbucks is attached to the Chevron. I know what area they live in. I can Google this address. I can find, like, from the angle that they showed that they walked here.
Oh my God, I love this FBI level stuff.
No, seriously, these fans.
Yeah.
Me, I can find anyone at any time if you give me like
a little bit of information. Yeah,
like a street that's 2 blocks away. I'm able to give you their address.
Yeah.
So I'm way more like paranoid about it because I literally
like you know how accessible it is.
Oh yeah, and it's so easy.
Yeah, I think it's
scary.
also like one thing to find someone's address and be like, oh, here's the Zillow link to like how cool their house is, because like
I've driven by someone's house.
Like Demi Lovato Loki lives on my street, but it's like it's a big street, so it's like it's not anything crazy. Like I'm not doxing her or anything, but like it's crazy to just like think about that, and like I'm not someone that would ever go to someone's house, but it's just like crazy to know that like I am the crazy fan that would show up at her house.
I have not driven up someone's street, done a U-turn, and left.
You would never do that.
No.
You would never do. That's not something you would do. That's because that's crazy.
That is like 4 years ago me.
I've changed.
Okay. But again, I would literally never do that now because I don't think I was like that big at all back then. And then you just like, I think people, like I literally thought it was okay. Like, but
in your
I
mind,
wasn't standing outside or like disturbing her any way, but it's still like that I should not have gone up that street. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, now I would just never do it.
Even, like, the Hollywood tour buses, like, know people's addresses. And, like, we'll just be like, and now we're passing John Travolta's house.
Mojo.
Yeah, exactly.
David Dobrik. I'm good. All right. This is the last question, and it is kind of deep.
Uh-oh.
How are you both mentally?
Oh, I get this question a lot. So I am super open about, like, my journey with mental health on my vlog channel, both channels, and the podcast as well. So basically I had a really, really rough time switching anxiety medications, and I was like out for the count for like a month readjusting. So mentally am coping, I would say, but like it's a journey. I feel like there's just so many things going on. Like it's hard to know whether your mental health is suffering because like your mental health is suffering or because I haven't seen my family in over a year. You know, because like there's just so much going on right now that it's hard to know what the cause and effect is of a lot of the issues.
And there's so many like unanswered, you know, just like questions.
Yeah,
and
100%. Like,
again,
when will the border open back up to, like, go to Canada? Like, it's just something that is going to be unanswered until who knows when.
I can imagine that.
Yeah, so it's tough. And, I mean, it's hard because, I mean, it is nice to know, not nice to know, it's comforting to know that, like, everyone is going through the same types of struggles. Yeah. Like, all of my Canadian friends who haven't seen their family, I feel for you, I'm in the exact same position. So it's tough.
I can't imagine that. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's like not easy. The family part, I'm just so close to my family that like not having access to them is something.
Have they met your boyfriend?
Yeah. Oh okay, yeah.
It's been over a year then.
It's been almost 2.5 years.
Oh, holy crap!
Yeah.
Time has flown.
I know time has. I mean, well, think about it. We've been in this fucking pandemic for over a year now.
I thought, I guess it was like 2015 or 2016, maybe 2017. I don't know.
I can't even remember. Yeah.
But it was just like I literally thought it was like a year ago that you and this guy got together. And I remember seeing like that first photo in like a pool, right?
Yeah, we announced it. It was like February, I think.
Literally thought it was a year ago.
Yeah. Oh my God, no.
Right before the pandemic.
That would have been almost 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And I mean, me, I'm fine. I'm chilling, but at the same time, I'm very stressed about everything. And, you know, my career path is singing and I can't tour or anything. So my life's just on hold.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I have things that are keeping me busy. So I'm chilling at the same time. But yeah.
It's been kind of nice also to like have things that have been on hold to force you to take a break.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's been nice because like we started the podcast like during the pandemic, so
Same.
We just had so much time to like record after Jeremy finishes work, and like since we're at home and not like going out every night to like dinners and meetings or whatever.
And like how stupid does that all seem now?
Oh my God. Literally, when we go back out into the world, like I feel like I'm gonna do things differently now, right? Like
I'm like, okay, why am I doing this? Why?
Or like the amount of meetings that could have been an email now after they've been forced to be emails and Zoom calls, I'm like, there is no reason why I need to drive an hour across LA to like chat for 45 minutes and then drive home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm totally on your page. Well, thank you so much for talking with me today. Everyone check out her podcast, check out her YouTube channel, her Instagram. What else do you have?
I mean, TikTok. I'm trying so hard to be a TikToker. It's exhausting.
Well, that is a whole other podcast.
It's a whole other podcast.
I saw your video where you were learning dances.
Oh my God. I'm just like not a dancer. The only way that I can do dance videos is if I'm making fun of myself trying to like dance.
You were killing it though. I think you learned twerking or something, and I was like, that is good.
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys all for listening to this podcast. Make sure you rate us 5 stars on Apple, and follow the podcast Instagram, Jordyn Jones Podcast. Thank you, Podcast One, for having me, and I'll see you guys next Thursday with Olivia Ponton. Bye.